Hey guys, how's it going? Hope things are great with you. So, we are continuing the amazing series Venus in the Second. Let's talk about Venus. Venus is experiencing love, joy, happiness, contentment, peace through our sensory perceptions, right? Our touch, smell, taste, hearing, and smell. Now, these sensory perceptions are the one that gives us the connection. It is the conduit from the material world into our atma, our soul. Okay, without these senses, life would be seemed dormant, right? For the lack of a better word. But anyways, you get the idea. Venus is the karaka for all these sensory perceptions. It's the bridge that connects us between the soul, which is the purest form of who ourselves, and the external materialistic world that we all know of. Okay, so now that is Venus in a nutshell. Now we look at the second house. The second house is the house of values, things that you build, things that you create when you were young, things that you gain from a caring source, which is your parents and your siblings. Then you have the authoritative source, your teachers, and then you have the other type in things like your things that you do with your friends and experience that you gather, books that you read, ideologies that you see from an external third party, values that's not within yourself, values which are outside, third party. That's about the second house. Now, what happens when Venus comes into the second? Assuming that Venus is in a good state and the second house is not afflicted whatsoever. Okay, so now these are the top 5 amazing things that you would have if Venus goes to the second house, a well positioned Venus. Okay, now the first thing is sincerity. When you talk to these people, you will feel that these people are engaged with you. In most cases, when you are talking with someone, the facade, right, would show that, like that you are listening, you are engaging. But however, the inner chatter will be different. You'll be always judging a person, maybe, or maybe you have a preconceived notion about a person, or maybe you're trying to understand what is this person trying to tell you. There's always a debate, a sort of a guard. You're always on guard on the conversation which is going. You are never open to what the other person is saying, right? And this happens to all of us. But Venus in the second is different. These people have this childlike personality where they are always sincere, almost to the level of being naive. Okay, but do not mistake them for a fool just because they blindly believe you. But their belief is different. They believe you because they know that whatever that you are saying, whatever that's coming from you, whatever that you are conveying is based on your individual perspective, not the person who's listening. So in that sense, if you are saying something, then it's based on your experience, so it must be true for you, not necessarily for the one who's listening. So Venus in the second have that quality. It says whatever that you're saying, please say, because it is correct to your opinions. Okay, I will never be argumentative. I will never judge you. I will never put you into a category or anything like that. I'll never have a stereotype personality. It is you. It is your opinion. So such a sincere quality is rare to come by. But Venus and second, they have it. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. That's the first thing. Second thing is they have this quality of gaining experiences. Okay, I'm sorry, experiences which they go through, right? Any experience that they go through, they'll analyze it. They'll extract the values and they'll compartmentalize it. Let's say if you're going somewhere and along the way you met someone and probably you guys have a good relationship. You talk about the commonality, the interests, and things like that. So it is an experience, right? As someone who's a stranger, but then you share the same common interest. Such an experience. But what happens after that? But then once you're done, it is through your commute. Let's say you're done, your journey comes, and he or she leaves, and you continue back your journey. That's it. Venus in second is different. They will analyze the experience. They will see, what have I gained? What values have I gained from this? Right? What values have I gained? And they will take those values and compartmentalize it. Right? They will put it into like, okay, this value is about personal growth. Okay, I'll put it there. Or this value is my work ethic. I'll put it there. Or maybe this value is about building my character to be a good human being. Okay, I'll put it there. And they'll later use this to build their life. Right? Such a great thing to have. Okay. The third is predefined values. Now, I told you earlier, the second house is about receiving values from a third party, right? Not things that you build yourself. Okay. You only build the values from the experience that you gain from your action based on another person's value, right? Let's say if your parents were taught you, if you see a beggar or rather someone who's ominous coming towards you, you better stay away from the person. Okay, and that would have been a value which is, that you get it from the second house. But as you grow older, you realize that not all beggars are bad. Some are, they're coming to you because they need a place to stay, or some shelter, or some clothing, or for food. The perspective changes. So then you gain your own individuality, your own values. Okay, but second is from third party. Now, the Venus in second is different. When they were young itself, they'll develop such personalities. They'll develop the core values within them. Right? They'll have a predefined set of values. Okay, that's the third thing. The fourth thing is idolizing. Since young, these people will have their mentors, they're someone whom they'll admire. In their rooms, you go and see, you'll have posters all hanging around, action figures and whatnot. They have this quality of looking at another person, admiring that person for who he or she is, and it comes to them naturally. They don't need, normally we are conditioned in a way that, okay, right, this is the person you should see. When this person is cool or this person is bad, for them it's very subjective, right? They idolize when they were young itself. Such a great thing to have, because as they grow older, not only they meet their your financial requirements, education and all that, but they'll also have something by the side. Whomever they idolize, right? Probably they will become just like that person. Maybe they idolize a musician, so their entire room will be filled with musicians of such of whom they admire. There you go. So such an interesting point. And the last, certainly not the least, is that they can see true goodness in everything. It's rare to have enemies. In fact, it's difficult to have enemies, because even in enemies, they'll see through. They'll have this X-ray vision to see through what goodness that person has. Or even in a situation, an experience they go through, say if they meet with an accident, okay, they'll always look at if there's any positive thing here, is there any goodness out of it or not. They're always sifting through experiences, sifting through conversations, sifting through engagements to find if there's any positive values. They have this X-ray vision to see the goodness in everything. So those are the top 5 amazing things that one will have if Venus is well positioned in the second house. I hope you like this video. If you do, please hit the thumbs button and do subscribe if you're new to my channel. Also share it to your friends and family, and I'll see you on the next episode, which will be Venus in the third. Till then, thank you. Namaste.